Hey Mabel artist, it's me, Miss Sarah, and today I'm going to show you how to draw a self-portrait. On the outside of your portrait, you're going to include things that you find interesting or show parts of your personality. The supplies you need for this are a sheet of paper, pencil and eraser, Sharpie, box of crayons, and these handouts. Let's get started. Alright, you can see here I have 6 different head shapes. These are just ideas. You don't have to copy these. I just want you to have somewhere to start. I will be drawing a boy and a girl on this sheet of paper. Just pick a head that you like and go with that, or find one that is similar to your head shape and draw that one. I recommend drawing lightly when you are doing your self-portrait, and your paper should probably be in portrait orientation or portrait mode. That means your paper is vertical. So I am not drawing the top of the head because I will be drawing the hair to finish the head there. So right now I'm just focusing on the shape of the head as well as the neck. Don't forget the boys, you will add the ears unless your hair covers that. Here's a little definition for a shirt. Pretty simple. Again, you can make your shirt something that you have in your closet or your dream outfit. It's totally up to you. I just want you to have fun drawing these. We normally do this at the end of the year. That's why I want to somehow include it with you guys for now. Alright, listen up ladies, we're going to draw your hair first. Now the first thing to do when drawing hair is look at your hairline. That's where your hair meets your forehead, and the shape of your hair. That's what's around your head, creating your style. So when you draw this, I want you to draw your hairline first, and that's going to help shape your forehead as well. So give our face a little bit more shape. And then we're going to draw the outside of the hair. So this girl I'm drawing has plain straight hair, and it's going to be kind of long in braided pigtails. So I have to show that by drawing the shape of her hair coming around her head, then erase that little bit of shoulder that was showing, so it looks like her hair is now in front of her shoulders. If you prefer it to be behind your shoulders, just draw, when you get to the shoulder, just stop drawing right there. So I attempted drawing braids. They're not easy, but I tried. That's what matters. So I'm erasing these little bits of the head that were showing, and over here because I want it to look like her hair is behind her ear. Little tricks like this really make your drawings look more realistic, I should say. And when you draw your hair texture, don't draw a bunch of lines. It tends to look sloppy. Instead, add a few and we'll understand what we're trying to show. I wanted to show or demonstrate curly hair, how that looks, and a ponytail. So these two little drawings on the bottom are examples of that. Notice the lines are just wavier instead of straight. Pretty simple. And a ponytail, it could be hard because all right, gentlemen, your hairstyle starts pretty much the same. I want you to look at your hairline. That's where your hair meets your forehead, and then the shape of your hair, and that's her ponytail a little bit pretty higher. much the length of your hair. On top, Don't forget to draw those the ears. ponytail on the side. Your hair usually starts in front of the ear like a little sideburn, and then goes up and around your forehead and back down to the other ear. So this style that I'm drawing, I drew kind of like he would spike his hair in the front. So that's what I drew, and those short lines are for texture in the hair. This next style is going to be something similar, but it's more of a buzz cut or shorter hair. And same thing, starting with the hairline. That gives you the shape, and then add the, start with the hairline. That gives you the shape of your face, and then add the shape of the hair. Excuse me. Longer hair, you might cover the ears a little bit. You can add kind of a zigzaggy line or texture line to show that your hair is not just smooth. It has some texture to it. On to the face. Now I kind of want to map out the face so you know where things go. Your eyes are pretty much lined up with your ears, the top of your ears. Your noses should be lined up with the bottom of your ear. And your mouth is halfway between your chin and the bottom of your nose. so it should fit there pretty evenly. So I'm going to start by putting those eyebrows just above that line and then start with some eyes. Eyes are typically almond shapes or lemon shapes, football shapes, whatever you want to call it, ellipse shapes. But make sure they're not just circles. You aren't a cartoon, you are a human. Now I know these are more of an animated version, but still try to do some sort of realistic eye. I have lots of options drawn on this page for you to reference. Same with noses. Try to pick a nose that is close to yours or similar to yours. If you don't see one on my page, you can make up your own, or guess what? Look in the mirror and try to draw your very own nose. Because again, it is a self-portrait, a portrait of you. So that's why you're drawing it in this way. See how that mouth, I made it pretty simple. I just drew like a simple smile, like flat on top, curved on the bottom. Then I added a rectangle shape for the teeth. If you're missing teeth, you can just black out that area that you're missing. I added a little bit of a tongue showing and then colored in the mouth, and it just took on its shape, it took on its form, completely appeared as a full new mouth. Same with this one down below. It's more of a smirk. Now this next set, I'm gonna try to draw glasses on this character. Glasses can be hard. I like to draw them first and then put the eyes inside the glasses. It's a little bit easier. So I'm just going with a rectangle shaped glass or frame and then simple eyes on the inside. Notice I only drew the top part of the eyelid, so I kept this one extra simple because of the glasses. And again, this character is smiling as well. And another example of face, you want eyebrows. Don't forget the eye, curve on top, kind of flat on the bottom. This style of nose. You have 3 parts to your eyes: iris, pupil, and the white part. Big smile. Same idea, girls. You want to make sure your eyes are in the right spot, not too high up on the face. So use your ear as a reference. Draw a very light whisper line lined up with your ear, and then a short line lined up with the bottom of the ear, and then a very light line between the chin and the bottom of the nose. That's where your mouth will go. Think about the shape of your eyebrows and how expressive they can be. If you make them kind of pointing downward, you will look a little angry. If you make them sideways, like kind of angled outward, looks worried or sad. So try to figure out a good shape for your eyebrows so you're giving off the right facial expression. When you draw your lips or your smile, if you want to include teeth, you will just draw a simple smile first and then add the top and bottom lip to both of those. Now, if you wanted to no teeth, just draw a simple smile in the top and the bottom lip and then leave it at that. I really hope seeing these examples is helpful. I wish I could be there to help you, but this is the best I got. Again, you can email me if you need help. I have my email address at the end of the video, or you can ask your teacher or reach out somehow. I'm here for you, so don't give up. For this character, I wanted her to have glasses, so after I drew the eyes, I drew the frames around it, and it seemed to work really well. I did it slightly different with the boys, so figure out what works. That's part of drawing, making mistakes and learning from our mistakes. As for color, I recommend colored pencils or crayons. You have a lot more control over the value of the color rather than a marker, which is very harsh and dark. Unless that's the look you're going for, have at it. But crayons and colored pencils are perfect for this project. Any leftover space you have around your portrait, fill it in with things you find interesting that you like to do. I like to color, I like to paint, I like to draw. So that's what I drew for my self-portrait details. I hope you enjoyed. Reach out if you need any help. Miss you guys.
A lot more complex and realistic, but since I can't be there with you, this is the best we can do. I just wanted to share my self-portrait. Sometimes they don't turn out how you imagine, and they don't end up looking like you, or a lot like you, and they just kind of resemble you. Clearly, maybe a little bit, you can tell it's me, but it's not identical, and that's okay. It's close enough. Just some reminders I just wanted to share. Remember, you are drawing yourself, so use a mirror or a camera. That's really helpful. All of the idea sheets I have were just suggestions. They're not it's not required for you to do it that way. So just make it look something like you. The hairstyles, I'll try to put these up for you guys so you can continue to reference them and use them in your future drawing endeavors. Remember, hairline is where your hair meets the forehead, and hair shape is around the head. So hairline, hair shape. So my hair shape is pretty small, but that's okay. Same thing with the boys. Hairline is where your hair meets the forehead, and then hair shape is around the hair. Spiky hair, curly hair, straight hair, long hair. Eyes, nose, mouth, tricky, I know. But simplify it with an easy smile, and then add the lips on the top and the bottom. For teeth, you can start with just, rectangle shapes, and then fill in the negative space. So inside your mouth, color that in dark, and it makes the teeth really stand out. Super helpful. With the nose, keep it simple, very easy to draw, almost like two parenthesis shapes with the middle part of the nose. You could do something more cartoonish. Maybe your nose is a little wider. Maybe you want a profile nose. Cool. And for eyes, practice. It can be hard to draw the same eye, but like I had said before, if you have a, like breaking up your space in your eyes, so here's a head, here's the hairline, here's the hair shape, and then her eyes would be right about here. So I want to draw kind of a light line, and her nose is right about there. Seeing these tells me her ears will be right here. And then the mouth is halfway between your nose and your chin. Like this. Spooky. But this is how it works. And then you can draw your eyes on that line, and that really helps. See how the line is going through the eye? That really helps to make sure your eyes aren't even. Sometimes one is higher than the other, but drawing it on the line helps. Your iris, you never really see the entire iris because your eyes aren't always wide open like this. They're more, just relax. When you're smiling, you don't see the whole thing. Look at mine, same thing. Okay, and then eyebrows usually start at the corner of your eye and end kind of diagonal from the outside of your eye. So you have something like this. Your nose is about as wide, as your eyes. So your nostrils line up with the pupils, or the corner of your eye, not pupil, excuse me. So something like this. Kind of crooked, but you get the idea. And then your corners of your mouth line up with your pupils. So I'm going to draw a simple smile, top lip, bottom lip. Remember, I'm drawing really fast. Okay. And then your neck, if you want to go that far, you could see that it's not as wide as your head. Your neck is actually in a little bit. It's kind of lined up with your pupils, really. So I'm going to draw her neck, and it just instantly looks more proportioned. Not too long, not too skinny. Okay. Please reach out if you need help, guys. I'm here for you. Give me something to do. I miss you all. I'll see ya when I see ya.